Coming up on this episode of Scam School, a scientific impossibility. We're going to defy all logic and learn how to break the laws of probability. This episode of Scam School brought to you by those insidious wizards at Netflix. Pop the popcorn, hit the lights, let Grandpa out of the basement. Class is in session. Welcome to Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and today we're going to learn how to get lucky. How lucky? Ridiculously lucky, unfairly lucky, supernaturally lucky. I'm talking this lucky. Stephanie, I'm going to lay out 5 cards here.
All right.
And I'm going to have you choose one of them. And you may think I'm trying to, trick you into picking a certain card. You've already chosen?
I have already.
Uh-oh. This may end badly. Now, you may think that I want you to take one of those, like I've specially selected them to control your mind. Do you believe in mind control?
No.
Not like that crazy voodoo zombie stuff, but the idea that subtle things you do and say can influence people to make a decision without realizing that they've been, I'd say, pushed in a certain direction. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to choose one of these 5 cards. And I've made a prediction about which one you're going to pick, but I want you to mentally choose one of them. And once you made your choice, I want you to stick with it. Once you got one you like, don't tell me which one it is, but let me know. You got one?
I got one.
All right, now don't change your mind. And all I ask is if I get this right, be honest and tell me. Don't be all like, no, that wasn't it, if it was. All right, you ready? Okay, here we go. Was it right? Yeah. That was right?
That's right.
Is that right?
Yeah. Was that just chance?
No, it wasn't chance. You ready? Was that it? Was that it? Yeah, that's a no meaning yes?
That's just scary. How do you know that? No, I would have learned it.
It's the magic.
You got it right.
Did I get it right?
Uh-huh.
It's a pretty good one, huh?
Okay.
Did I get it right?
You saw me looking at it.
Yeah, I didn't though. But you picked a different one. Which one? You picked this one right here. Yeah, that's right. Is that it? Yeah. All right, we'll try another one. All right, this week we're going to take a break from our usual homework assignments involving scams and con movies and instead just have some fun. Head on over to Netflix and check out the Watch Instantly tab. If you haven't used it, the streaming on-demand video is absolutely incredible. And to give it a test, I want you to check out the first season of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I know it's a cartoon, I know it's targeted to 11-year-olds, but it's also some of the best epic fantasy with some of the best fight choreography I've ever seen. Trust me, once you start watching these shows, they are addictive. You're not going to be able to stop at just one, and the best part is with the Watch Instantly feature, you're going to be able to gobble them all up straight through. Now, if you don't have Netflix, here's what you're going to do. Don't forget to go to the website www.netflix.com/scamschool to sign up. It is important that you put those wwws in at the beginning or we don't get credit for the sale and you guys don't get any more scam schools. So, the reveal, the answer. How did we do it? How did we get so lucky? Well, it turns out that we just sort of got lucky. This relies on a weird psychological defect that causes things to seem a little more random or unpredictable or unusual than they actually are. This one works about 80% of the time, and it is brilliant. It fools people, and I don't even know how it works, but for some reason, if you pull out exactly these cards in order, the King of Hearts, the 7 of Clubs, the Ace of Diamonds, the 4 of Hearts, and the 9 of Diamonds, that alone will cause most people, when they have a free choice, to try to pick the 4 of Hearts. Don't know why. But you can sweeten the deal by saying something like, you may think that I actually want you to choose one of these cards. By saying that, they'll immediately cancel out the Ace is too obvious, the King is too obvious because it's the only face card, the 7 is too obvious because it's the only black card, and for some reason, everyone just hates the 9 of Diamonds. I don't really know why. But by process of elimination, 80% of the time, it seems like everybody chooses the 4 of Hearts. Does this work all the time? No, but it works enough of the time that it's very much worth trying. Do me a favor, Brett. I want you to shuffle up those cards.
With my hand?
Yes, with your hands, as is the traditional method for shuffling cards. Shuffle up the cards too, convinced you don't know the order.
Okay.
And then I want you to pick 2 values of cards. Don't worry about the suits, like 2 numbers between Ace and King. Which one did you come up with? 8. 8. What about you?
5.
5.
11 and 6.
11 and 6, so that'd be the jack and the 6, right?
true, yes.
Okay,
Jack and 7.
jack and a 7.
2 and a 4.
I'll say that if the two cards are side by side, you guys can buy me a beer. If they're not side by side, I'll buy you a beer.
My question for you, sir, is how do you feel about PBR?
Pabst Blue Ribbon? I ain't no beer snob. I love a PBR. We'll make that
Then that's
happen.
a deal,
It's
sir.
a deal. You'll buy me 2 beers. I like it. Okay, now I want you to keep an eye on my hands. Make sure I'm not cheating, all right? All right, we're looking for a 6 and a jack. This is a 2-for-1 bet on the table. This is important. Well, there's a jack and a 5. And a jack and a 6! Right freaking there! That's 2 beers. 1, 2. A 2 and a 4, right? All right, go slow so we can catch it. I saw a 2.
I saw a 2.
I saw a 2.
I see a 4.
That's right. A jack and a 7, you say?
Yeah.
All right, no chicanery, no trickaroo. Here we go.
We're just gonna go.
Shit. This is off to a bad
2
start.
jacks, no 7. What's up now?
It's bad.
No, there's a 7.
What?
Oh, 2
And
7s.
Jack and a 7.
That's 1 out of 7.
All right, so we're looking for an 8 and a 5. 8 and a 5. There's an 8 and a 10. All right, false alarm. 8 and a 5. There's an 8 and a 9. And a 5 was close. All right.
That almost
and
had you
another
sucking
5.
sweet PBR.
I know. Wait, like as a punishment. Wait, I'm the one. 5 and a 5 and a, you guys win the Pabst Blue Ribbon. Oh, bummer. Interesting. Good for you guys. That's the problem with playing the odds. Sometimes you crap out. The second effect takes advantage of people's inherent misunderstanding of mathematics and probability. You take something that sounds totally improbable when in fact it's highly likely. If you ask people out of nowhere to estimate the probability that 2 random numbers would be right next to each other in a deck of cards, they'll come up with somewhere between 10 and 30%, when in fact the true odds are well over 50%. If you're playing this for money, it makes a great even money bet. But if you're doing it as a magic trick, be prepared of how to move forward if it doesn't work. And so what if it doesn't work? Go on, show them another scam. Now before we go forward though, I do want you to grab a deck of cards and actually try this. The first time I heard about this bit, I sat down and 3 times in a row blew my own mind by making up 2 numbers and having them be right there next to each other in the deck of cards. Now do remember, these gags do not work 100% of the time, so let's look at a quick collection of some of my epic fails. Oh, I think you may have a winner! 5 and a 9! Oh, I owe you a beer. 5 and a 5 and a, you guys win the Pabst Blue Ribbon. Jack, and a 10, I owe you a beer! Oh, I think you get a free drink. Yeah, those are all the 3s. There's a 9! Oh, so close.
2 and a 2.
A 2 and a 2 and a 2. Uh-oh.
I don't think.
I owe you a drink. Now don't let my epic fails keep you from trying this effect. Trust me, it's gonna work most of the time, and when it does, it will blow people away. Take full credit, that's what Scam School is all about. And while you're at it, try to shoot some video of you pulling off these scams, or better yet, your failures, and post them at the boards at revision3.com/scamschool. Any question about this scam, or if you want to suggest your favorite bar scam, write me directly at brian@revision3.com. Don't forget to join us next episode. We're going to take a very special journey to the center of the earth with only 1 pit stop. Speaking of pit stops, we're going to make room for some more Guinness.